keepers of the past across New England, the keeper of lights holds an important position here at Gillette Stadium, sounding the fog bell and signaling that it's time for football in Foxborough. Today, two teams hailing from the AFC, between the Kansas City Chiefs and the New England Patriots. Set to go is the kicker, Harrison Butker. And we're off from Foxborough. Has this at the 6. Finds some space, he's past the 30. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him. So out come the Patriots, ready for their first possession. They'll be led out by last year's 3rd overall pick. He started 12 games last year as a rookie. That's Drake May.
Kate, you watch Drake play this game, and he checks every box you want for a franchise quarterback. Tall, athletic, great arm. Now he's got to take all that wonderful potential into week-to-week productivity.
All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. Off the play action, May. Right side and into the hands of Douglas. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Complete to number 3, DeMario Douglas. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 40-yard line.
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down. Now the first carry of the game for Ramondre Stevenson. He won't be able to get past the line, and very quickly, Brock, they're going to be facing 3rd down to begin this ball game.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. May now from the gun. And down he goes. The Chiefs got to him. It's the exact opposite of what this offense needed. They now face 4th down.
Every defense in this league is going to sign up for a 3-and-out to begin a ball game. But to send them off the field, to really add that extra tone setter by backing them up with a sack, well, that's the cherry on top of that 3-and-out.
Patriots punt team coming out with former 6th-rounder Bryce Behringer to do the honors. He's got it at the 24. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. So here are the Chiefs out on offense for their first drive. And leading them as he always does, a quarterback seeking his 4th consecutive Super Bowl appearance and a 4th Super Bowl title. It's Patrick Mahomes.
Pretty remarkable, isn't it, Kate, that the worst season statistically in Mahomes' career was still good enough to finish 6th in the MVP voting and reach a 4th straight Super Bowl. Shows just how high his bar is compared to everyone else, and he's still the QB that almost all are chasing.
Quick throw completed by Mahomes. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further.
You know, I've learned over the years, defensively, they call that the camera club. How many different guys can get rallying to the football? So that last shot you see on camera, you see as many defenders keeping that to a 0-yard gain. That's well done defensively.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Finds him over the middle. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
22 yards. And the Kansas City Chiefs. First down. A gain of 22 yards. First down, Chiefs.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
Motioning one of the tight ends. Mahomes on 1st and 10. He's got his man. That's Travis Kelce. And they touch him down. Looks to be about 4 yards short of the sticks.
That wasn't going anywhere else on that play. It's one of the ones called specifically for the tight end because they know he's able to get a good release off that play action, and then he gets himself in space to do some damage.
2nd and 3 now. Again, Mahomes to throw. That's caught by Hollywood Brown. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down. Now, the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit, and you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. I'm hungry. Finding Brown back-to-back plays. And he's got it down to the 30 before going out.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
2nd and 3 now. Now it's the first carry for Isaiah Pacheco. And he will not get the first, but oh, this is close. Looks like they're going to have about a yard at most to gain after he picked up 3. 3rd down.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays, the ones that amount to really very little statistically, and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Here's Mahomes on the sneak. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stopped him at the line. No gain.
It's a gain of a yard. That's another Kansas City Chiefs.
Might be a sign of which way they're going to lean in clutch spots. Moving forward, partner. Early test on 3rd down, and they chose to run for that first.
Yeah, no question that just infuses your confidence big time offensively. When you can run it in that situation and move the chains, yeah, they'll do it again.
Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. That one finds Xavier Worthy. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down.
These QBs make it look easy, but that requires such a large amount of body control when you throw it on the move. You got to be able to get the same accuracy you would if your feet are set. Sure takes a lot of repetition to make it look easy.
Working inside the red zone. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one's only going to pick up a couple before he heads out of bounds.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
2nd down now. They need 7. They'll give this up the middle to Pacheco. This one nearly moves the chains, but he stopped just shy of that marker. 6-yard pickup brings up 3rd down.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. He's going to keep this one. They sent him right up the gut, but he wasn't able to get anywhere. The defense braced for impact, and they made the stop. It's 4th down.
It's weird to say, and it certainly won't show up on the stat sheet, but I want to give a lot of credit to that runner. Even though it didn't gain a yard, it actually took a heck of an effort just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So on 4th down, the Chiefs field goal units and Harrison Butker headed out. Only a 20-yarder here. Butker knocks it through. And they are able to get their first 3 points of this game.
I'd say all in all, that's the exact type of start this team was looking for. 2 possessions in, they've got the lead, a little early momentum with that field goal.
Harrison
Butker on now to kick this one away. On the return, here's Travion Henderson. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Patriots offense headed out for their 2nd drive of the game. And they haven't gotten their legs under them on offense just yet, Brock. 3 plays and a punt on their opening drive. New England bringing the offense to the line. 1st and 10. Drive starts with a carry by Stevenson. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Brought to a halt by Brian Cook.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. On play action, here's May. Big trouble now, and the ball is out. Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something. And they don't get much after recovering the fumble, so a near turnover ends in a loss of yards. Almost the impact play this defense was searching for, but they could only get half the job done, partner. Fumble forced, but they couldn't recover.
I'll tell you what else it forces, though. That coordinator, that play caller on the other side, now got a little bit of doubt about his ball handlers. Got to have better ball security than that.
Well, they got the football back, Brock, but things don't look much better. It's 3rd and long. 3rd and long for him here. Catch is made down the right sideline. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply...
Well, I think we can all see this one, partner. Some considerable frustration beneath Coach Reed's mustache, and he throws the flag. So what we're all looking for here, did he secure the catch and maintain it while also getting both feet down?
Yeah, this is why it's a perfect look. This is why teams scout body control and field awareness for these pass catchers. For moments like this. He did not have much margin for error, and it happens oh so fast.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So even upon further investigation, that call's going to stand. A missed challenge for Andy Reid. 1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. They'll run it with Travion Henderson. And he's going to take this one into enemy territory with a gain of 7.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. Sending a receiver left. On 2nd down, it's Stevenson. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And that's a New England 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
You spring a big gain like that, Kate, on the interior. 9 times out of 10, that O-line decisively won their matchup with the big fellas up front. They got those pads down. They created leverage, and they opened up that running lane.
1st down, and they go right back to it. A small 4-yard chunk there. Trent McDuffie getting there for the stop.
You know, okay, one of the reasons it's so hard to run the ball in the NFL is to move grown men off their spot against their will. You get a run play like that, you've done your job. You've moved them against their will, and you've set yourself up for some later success.
2nd down, they go back to Stevenson. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Something he does so well, Nick Bolton making the stop.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Only a solitary field goal so far as we're through 1 quarter. Just 3-0 is our score. More from Gillette Stadium in just a minute. This is going to be play number 8 of this drive as they set up for 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun, here's May. Oh, he's going to run for it. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with first and goal.
A gain of 24 yards. That's another Patriots first down. First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Man, I don't ever want to be a defensive coordinator. They do so many things right to take away the pass, and then what happens? Well, you get a quarterback that lowers his head, gashes the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game. You take away the pass, but you can't stop the QB run.
In the red zone now. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Patriots take a second quarter lead. Drake made the touchdown. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
That one splits the uprights. And the Patriots take a 4-point lead. Now Borregales on to send it away. On the return, here's Nico Mejia. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. The Chiefs sending their offense out for the second time this game. And the last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Now Kansas City looks settled in and ready. Here we go. First and 10. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. This drive is going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
Offense to line. This is 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
See the pass, time up your hit, and jar that ball loose. Not a lot of players are hanging on through a well-placed hit like that one.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Mahomes. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. And 4th and 4 coming up.
Kate, I've talked to you over the years of the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On 3rd down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
The Chiefs looking to punt on 4th down, so on comes Matt Araiza to handle it. Takes it in at the 21. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. The Patriot offense making their return to the field. And the last time they had it, they ran it down the field on them. I'd expect some better resistance up front if they try that again. Patriots lining up. It's 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Stevenson. And it's a nice gain off a really good effort there just to stay upright. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5.
That is simply a stay on schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. Here's made in the air. Did not like what he was seeing, Brock, so he's just going to hurl this one away. Trying to find his tight end. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up.
3rd and 5.
To throw, here's May. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete, 4th down coming up.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? Well, they chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
Another punt coming up. Bryce Behringer to do the honors again. Chiefs have Nico Remigio out for the return. Escapes a defender. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Offense heading out now for the Chiefs. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. First and 10 now from the 30. Off the play fake, it's Mahomes. Finds him on the crossing route. And he picks up a good chunk of yards here. Looks to be about 7. He's up to the 37.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
2nd down, looking for options. Here's a screen set up for Pacheco. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line. Pick up a 5 on that play. And it'll be 1st down, Kansas City.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Pistol now for Mahomes. Connects on the crosser. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in 1 play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Completed over the middle. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it.
Well, there's a time to be a little finessey with the football, put a little touch on, and then there's time to put your arm into it and let it eat. Throw it right through your target's chest. This one, well, that one right there was the latter. Smart to make a fastball zing in before anyone could undercut the curl route.
And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
A 7-yard gain.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. From the red zone on 1st. Hits him on the in route. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made.
Kate, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes just like that.
Trying to throw this from the gun. Short pass brought in. And they're going to be set up with 1st and goal as this goes out of bounds, Brock, at the 3-yard line.
Kate, if you and I took a whirlwind tour and watched young quarterbacks, the hardest route to complete is this one. A lot of them could throw go routes and slants and drags and in cuts, but throwing that out route takes some time, takes some precision, and a whole bunch of trust between QB and receiver.
Pacheco. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
After the loss, it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Blitz coming, Mahomes. Ooh, on him quick there, and they bring him to the turf. And quickly, their chances at the end zone are running out, Brock. It's 3rd and goal.
Bend. Even good defenses, great defenses in this league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but you never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, well, that goes a long ways to helping your efforts.
The sack sets up a tough 3rd and goal. They're at the 12. Here he goes, 3rd and long. And that is caught. It's a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs take a 2nd quarter lead. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. How quickly things can change, partner. The pain from being taken down that prior play, yeah, I imagine that's gone and forgotten now, and it's been replaced by the adrenaline from finding the end zone there.
Yeah, that defense could have certainly used the pass rush from the previous play because that quarterback had plenty of time to scan the field and make a throw, and he gets an immediate...
Now we'll pause. The officials want to take a good look at this and confirm it was indeed a touchdown. Well, this right here is where having all those camera angles comes into play. We're going to get a much clearer picture thanks to all the shots we've got.
Yep, technology, everybody's friend right now. We get to watch it again and again, unlike these officials who got to see it once in real time. We just have to see, is there clear enough evidence to overturn the call that was made down there on the field?
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
Those points safe on the scoreboard. The touchdown upheld upon review. Now Harrison Butker for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chiefs push their lead to 3.
Chiefs 10, Patriots 7.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Return coming from the 6. Coverage team gets him down to the 26-yard line. The New England offense running out now. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Starting on the ground with Henderson. And that's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. That brings up 2nd and 2.
Brought down by Nick Bolton. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 34-yard line.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. From the gun, a gift to Stevenson. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
A gain of 6. That's good for a Patriots first down. 1st and 10.
You know, Coach gets in that QB's headset, probably told his offense and his QB, listen, I don't want to see a 3rd down on this possession. Or something kind of like that. Whatever version he told him, it worked.
1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. From the gun, it's May. Finds him over the middle. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, That's a go-to route to target.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Made off the play fake. Brought in a big gain here for Diggs. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. To the line and set. Here we go, 1st down. May now from the gun. Complete over the middle. And they take him down right along the 30.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 30-yard line.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. They go play action. Here's May. Finds his man over the middle. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there. That picks up the 1st.
I'm sure, Coach, the play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10. Here's May again. And he brings it in for a New England touchdown. The Patriots get some late points and the lead. It's a Stephon Diggs touchdown.
There are a couple different ways now you can win on the fly route. You could just run right by somebody, or you can use that big body, try to win a one-on-one matchup. Whatever way you go about it, well, this is the type of upside this route can provide.
Corey Gallis on for the extra points. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Patriots take a 4-point lead.
Patriots 14, Chiefs 10.
Now Corey Gallis on to send it away. Here's Smith on the return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Chiefs taking over now, real late in this opening half. They don't have much time left, but facing a small deficit, they could try to get this into field goal range. Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain. Timeout taken by Kansas City. It's 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
2nd and 4 at the 33-yard line.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. He's got Brown on the slant. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. The Chiefs will use their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. They motion the tight end over. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Left side, it's caught by Rice. And this one does not go far.
Textbook hitch route. Just hit him in the short field and deliver it once that defense turns their attention elsewhere. Okay, this is a low-ceiling play, but a reliable source of yardage.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Back to the air, Mahomes. Finds the in route complete. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
A gain of 9 yards.
So a one-possession game, Brock, after our first 2 quarters. Now let's throw it over to our pal Scott Hansen. He's got our halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Big thank you to our guy Scott Hansen and the gang down in Orlando. Got a close one here, Brock, as our second half gets underway. Now Borregale is on to send it away. Here's Smith on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Chiefs have their offense out to start this third quarter. That passing game they went to in the first half, it's going to need to be firing to start this second half, too, as they chase this lead. Chiefs coming up to the line here. It's 1st and 10. Run from Pacheco to start the half. Off to the races, middle of the field. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs take the lead right away in half number 2. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown.
Kate, right there's the danger of dime coverage. Bunch of little guys on the field that love to cover and may not tackle so well and opens up a run lane that he took huge advantage of.
Butker to try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Chiefs push their lead to 3.
17. Patriots 14.
Butker on now to kick this one away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Patriots and Stephon Diggs getting set for this next offensive possession. They find themselves trailing after the opening drive touchdown, and heck, it really set up to be an entertaining second half if they're able to answer here. New England bringing the offense to the line. 1st and 10. They'll give up the middle to Stevenson. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
This is Henderson on 2nd down. And he's going to be brought down after a gain of 5, right up next to that line to gain. We get a stoppage here. One of their big blockers up front. In some pain following that play. He's being attended to. 3rd down, 1 yard to go. Trying to sneak May. And he's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the 1st down.
It's a gain of 2. And the Patriots, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
That may not look like much, but that is a confidence builder for quarterback and offensive line in particular. When you know you can push the pile on 3rd down on a sneak and get a 1st down, you may have to come back to that in a bigger moment in this one later.
1st and 10. Here's Stevenson. He hurries forward here for a 9-yard gain. 2nd down coming up.
I just love that so much, Kate. Yeah, they trailed at the break, but that doesn't deter you from running the ball. And results like that will more than likely have them lean into the run game.
Well, after a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that 1st down. On play action, here's May. Caught, nice gain left side. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
That's good for a Patriots 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Well, that one was drawn up and delivered beautifully, efficiently. If it's not circled on the call sheet already, you better believe it is now.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Henderson here from the gun. Ooh, he made the most of that one. Didn't he give him 9 yards on that 1st down carry?
He was brought down by Drew Tranquill. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 17-yard line.
Last run got him 9, so now they need 1 more here on 2nd down. Staying on the ground here with Henderson. They stopped him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up.
Hey, as much as I love talking about these physical matchups, right now this is psychological. This adds some layers to this 3rd down call. Do you try your hand at another run and hope it fares better? Tougher to go back to it again when it just gets stuffed.
3rd and 1. Here's May. That one complete to Diggs. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. 6 yards on the play and enough for a 1st.
Patriots 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Here's May on 1st and 10. And through the back of the end zone and out of bounds.
You know what that route is called, right, Kate? OTB, over the ball. And those are the ones you've got to hit. You've got to be able to play offense from the inside out. Got to find a completion right there.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Back to the air. It's May. Henry on the catch. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
This defense didn't give up contain there, Kate. That was an instance where the more exciting plays were taken away downfield. And even looking to the tight end wasn't going to net them much.
On 3rd down, Chiefs going with a nickel. The give inside to Stevenson. Oh, he's trying to get away, but unable to do so. They catch him behind the line on 3rd down.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could. Defense just kept swarming.
So now on 4th down, Andres Borregales leading the Pats field goal team out for a try. High percentage look for him here from the left hash. Borregales connects. And that will tie things up in the 3rd.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team is out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Mejia with the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The Kansas City offense set to take the field. And they'd love a repeat of their last drive, wouldn't they? Their first play was their only play as they ran it in for 6. Now Kansas City looks settled in and ready. Here we go. 1st and 10. Off play action. It's Mahomes. This is cut downfield by Rice. And this is going to take him up and across midfield there at the opposing 45. That one hits for 30. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
You throw it in the middle of the field, it's all about anticipation and accuracy. I mean, those are the two keys all the time in my book, Kate. But when you throw it in the middle of the field with all of the traffic, that's where guys with great anticipation and that tremendous accuracy come to life.
Finds him on the crossing route. And he's going to be hauled down at the 2. That sets up 1st and goal.
I love everything about that play, Kate, so much for a quarterback. When you throw in that crossing route, it's imperative that you lead that receiver. You don't throw where he's at, you throw where he's going. And when you do, yards after catch follow.
Just need 2 more yards that they couldn't get on that last play. Here's 1st and goal. Pacheco can't fight past that line. They stop him at the 3. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Here's Mahomes now. Here's a screen set up for Pacheco. Touchdown, Kansas City! The Chiefs take a 3rd quarter lead. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. Well, this has definitely been a tight one throughout, Brock. So now that they've taken the lead, the question becomes, can they hold on to it?
And that question right there is one the defense has to answer. But this sure had the look of a drive where a coaching staff challenged that offense, saying, hey, we need a big drive from you guys right here. And sure enough, that offense delivers.
Yeah, no doubt. Butker to try the point after. The point after splits the upright. And the Chiefs break that tie and now lead by 7.
Patriots 17.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Fielded by Henderson. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Patriots and Ramondre Stevenson getting the football back now. They managed 3 on their last drive, but down inside the red zone, disappointing not to come away with a touchdown. First call here coming from the shotgun. Operating from the gun, here's May. Now here he goes. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
And the Patriots, first down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. A give left side to Stevenson. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Hits him on the out route. And he's out of bounds before he could challenge for that marker. It's 4th down.
You know, I don't mind the scheme. In fact, I like the call. Just not on that 3rd down in particular. Need to get it closer to the sticks to have a chance to move those chains.
The Patriots have their punting unit out. Bryce Beringer, the one to send it away. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Chiefs are out once again. Their offense led by Patrick Mahomes. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. Chiefs coming up to the line here. It's 1st and 10. Give to Pacheco to start the drive. Small gain there, maybe 3 if he's lucky to begin this drive.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. And again, an interception is dropped. Looked a whole lot like the last play, didn't it, partner? And again, the turnover escapes him. It's going to be 3rd down. Oh, another target there for one of the busiest members of this offense. But this one nearly ended in disaster.
Yeah, kind of become a victim of his own success, right? They're keying on him extensively now, knowing that ball could be headed his way, and that time it should have been a takeaway.
Kelsey's got it right side. And he's going to be stopped right around the 37. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. They'll give this up the middle to Pacheco. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand of thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is you put some nice toppings on it. A play-action pass, a shot that comes down the road from what looked like a very plain play.
So we're through 3 here. It's Chiefs football trying to carry this lead across the finish line. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Mahomes. He finds Pacheco out of the backfield. And this is going to get him right up near that 1st down. But he's marked short after a gain of 7, 3rd down.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm, and a nice little gain on top of it.
Here's Mahomes on the sneak. And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
A gain of 3 yards. And a Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
It's about the simplest play in the playbook, and they execute it like it was drawn up. That push gets them the first down.
Running out of the gun with Pacheco. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. We managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. It's Pacheco again. And he has this down to the 34. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Now a pass play. Here's Mahomes. Short pass brought in. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Quick throw completed by Mahomes. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
A gain of 3 yards. That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. First down. A gain of 3 on the play. And a first down, Chiefs.
Pacheco gets it from the gun. And he gets this down to the 22 before being stopped. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Throwing is Mahomes. He can run it, and he gives himself up after a short gain.
I love that play. I mean, that's quarterback 101. Nothing downfield, get what you can with your legs, but so much more importantly, protect yourself. Availability, one of the most important abilities for any quarterback.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. They'll throw, 3rd and long. Got a man, and Kelsey has it. And he's going to have enough for the first down, not by much. He got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with the 1st and goal.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
You'll often hear it said, in my life experience, it's true, the NFL is a game of matchups, so much more than any level. And these tight ends, we see it time and again, are such a matchup nightmare down the field.
They'll run, Pacheco. And he will get this to the end zone for a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs go up by 2 scores, 13 points in the 4th. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown.
We've seen all game long how difficult it has been for this defense to try to contain this guy. Not only through the air, now 2 touchdowns on the ground. He's just been a difference maker.
Butker to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Chiefs double their lead to 14.
Patriots 17.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Has this at the 6. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. Here's New England, ready once again on offense. And they just saw that lead stretch out to a 2-score margin now. Really makes this a must-score series late.
And Kate, you know I believe this. You can never play this game in a state of desperation, but a state of urgency got to be a sky high right now.
Patriots lining up. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's May. Throwing the out route complete. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And the Patriots will have a 1st down.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darryl Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
I think the defense is still turned around looking for where the ball is because that QB and tight ends, they got that ball out in a hurry.
Only need about the length of the football, maybe a touch more on this 2nd and inches. May now from the gun. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Pass didn't work on 2nd. Let's see how that affects this 3rd down. He tries to sneak it. They're loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stop him at the line. No gain.
It's a gain of a yard. And the Patriots, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well. He's tackled for no gain. And the defense was all over that throw, able to stop it right at the line. They could smell that one coming, and they sniffed it out in a hurry.
2nd and 10. Need something positive here. Trying to throw this from the gun. Connects on the crosser. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. They pick up 20 yards there. And that's a New England 1st down.
You know I love the language of football. Just the terminology that comes with it. It's a whole new language out there. But in many playbooks, Kate, that's called cross-country. Speaks for itself. You got to run from one spot all the way across the field. Those two did it very well.
No place for him to go. The Chiefs take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do get home with that sack.
Here's May. Ramondre Stevenson makes the catch. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line.
It is so hard for these defenses. I don't envy them at all to try to monitor where these running backs are. Are they chipping? Are they delaying their route? He's such an underrated part of their overall passing game.
3rd down, and they need to get 10. 3rd and long for him here. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. It's a gain of 12 there. And the Patriots will have a 1st down.
1st and 10.
We've reached the 2-minute warning in Foxborough. Patriots losing by 14. Down a couple of scores, but still some time left and 3 timeouts as well. It's 1st and 10. Here's May to the air. Oh, he's got it. It's in close. And he's into the end zone for a New England touchdown. The Patriots now within 1 score in the 4th. DeMario Douglas with the touchdown. I think we actually saw him call it early there, Brock. He made that throw, and then he signaled it was gonna be a touchdown. Like a guy calling it before his three-pointer goes through the net.
Oh, you mean like Larry Legend Bird in the three-point shooting contest in the 80s?
Or maybe like a Tyrese Maxey, you know, but whatever.
Well, the kids aren't alive, I get it. And they weren't alive in the 80s. They didn't see Larry Legend do it, but he did. And he anticipated, just like the quarterback.
Patriots 24.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Here's Smith on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Chiefs are headed out, and we'll see Isaiah Pacheco. Their lead still more than a field goal, thankfully, should the worst happen, Brock. But obviously the goal here is to hang on to the ball and try to run this game out.
Yeah, the goal is to get to the best formation in the history of offensive football. The victory formation.
The victory formation.
That is all that you're thinking right now is just make these plays, run out this clock so we could take one more knee and celebrate.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And they get him for a loss. That's a big one, Brock, and might see them burn a timeout. Timeout taken by the Patriots. They're 1st and 3. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down. They're going to pass it here. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. Now we're going to have a timeout by New England. It's 2nd. And they'll have just one left to burn now.
3rd down.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. He'll look to throw it. This is a heater going deep. Well, they had the look, certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing 4th down.
That is just a nice stretch of some reps there defensively. Really one of the areas when you watch college game to the NFL game that there is a vast difference. And that's the tightness of coverage. These windows of opportunity are small, and they could not find a completion.
He dodged the tackle. It's a nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35. The Patriots running their offense out there. And after watching their passing attack take them the length of the field last drive, Brock, I expect we're probably going to see a heavy dose of the aerial attack again here. Good field position for the Patriots as they get set for 1st and 10. Starting on the ground with Henderson. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive.
On the tackle. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 46-yard line.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Setting up to pass. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And back-to-back passes that should have been intercepted. 2 great chances to take it away. Both of them dropped, Brock, and now they stay out there for 3rd down.
3 yards to go.
This goes for every player in every sport, Brock. Fatigue in the 4th quarter. So that can mean dropped interceptions just as much as it can mean a dropped catch, too.
And believe it or not, Kate, quarterbacks, they can get fatigued too. Yeah. Maybe not as much physically as their buddies running around and hitting, but mentally. You just get tired there as a passer. You start to assume, and that's a dangerous place to play. Not terribly complicated on this one, just not the third down screen you wanted to run. Little chance they were getting the first, and apparently, little chance they were going to even gain a positive yard at all.
They've got to go for it in his spot, Brock. This is 4th down. Desperation time here. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
You know, these 4th down plays are all about trust. You lean into what you do best. Unfortunately, with the lack of execution, you're going to throw that one off the playlist.
Into the victory formation they go, Brock, here on 1st down. The Chiefs in a victory formation here as they take a knee. So scoreless, a win for the Chiefs. This is the type of game everyone was hoping they'd see when they entered this stadium, Brock, you and I included. A close one that went all the way down to the final whistle.
And, Kay, this is one of the bigger adjustments a college player has to make to the NFL. In college, you get a lot of blowouts. The NFL, every game you get calloused because you know more often than not they'll be like this, a one-possession game that's not about how you start. It's all about how you finish.
So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. It's a win for the Chiefs, as with that, we'll sign off from New England.